Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pit Stop Ranch. Now, kind of a ongoing thing we like to talk about from time to time is if you can just take an hour or two during the week and pick out your project car before you know it, it is you get quite a bit accomplished. Now, not actually during the week. Today is actually a beautiful Sunday morning, and but I've got plans this afternoon with friends and family, so I've got a couple hours this morning. It's either go sit in front of the computer watching YouTube and then feeling crappy about not actually doing anything, or come out here and take care of a couple things on this beautiful car that you're all familiar with from our thumbnail. If you're not familiar, this is my 1968 Pontiac LeMans. I've had this car since 2005. It has been a fairly reliable daily driver for me in much of that time. But like all things, it needs maintenance. And today, now that it's stopped raining and hopefully won't rain again for at least another 6 months, fingers crossed, knock on wood. God damn, I'm tired of water falling from the sky. I'm going to address windshield wipers. So the last little spit of rain we had, about 5 days ago, I went to drive this beautiful vehicle, figuring, I thought it had decent functioning windshield wipers, only to discover no, one of them was completely rotten away, and the motor won't turn off if the ignition is on. So I got a crossed wire somewhere, probably in the switch. As a result, they're normally tucked down in here, and they're not. So as you can see, I already tossed new windshield actual wiper inserts on it, and in the process, I discovered this one here is it's not being held tightly against the windshield. So this project, I'm going to fix this, and then I also went ahead and ordered a new switch because I assume that's what my problem is, and then I'll replace the switch under the dash. So at the end of this, we should have a nice functioning pair of windshield wipers for the next time it rains, hopefully in 6 months. Unfortunately, right where I don't live in the mountains, I live quite far from the mountains, which actually is fortunate because snow is beautiful, especially when it's over there and not over here. However, this thing does live underneath a pine tree, and it gets this, which of course I'm sure is contributing to a hell of a lot of rot that's occurring places we can't see it. Now, again, we're on the edge of the desert, so normally you don't have to worry about too much rainfall, but it does happen. That needs to be hammered up a little bit. I have no idea how to get in there without taking the hood off. And it's doubled up right there, so it's going to be hard to straighten out. It's rubbing against that, causing problems. I'm going to have to see how that comes apart, and be right back. Okay, so I rooted around in the shop manual a little bit, so I got a rough idea of how this is supposed to come apart. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't any weird. For which it is absolutely nothing weird. It's actually quite easy. In here there should be a little pin that this hooks onto. It looks like that pin has pulled out. Now it is definitely possible I can fix that, and then I might have to replace this. Given how well things are made anymore, I think fixing this is a better option than replacing it. And here's the pin itself. Okay, I'm going to, of course, just do something along these lines, and voila, it's fixed. However, how long is it going to be before that just pulls out again? So what I would like to do, I'm going to go ahead and put some JB Weld in there. Now the challenge is going to be not to get any JB Weld on the outside. So what I need to do is stuff some tape in there, JB Weld those, slip the pin in, and then let it set and dry before putting pressure on it. Okay. So let's do that, and then while this is drying we can tackle the switch. Okay, here's some electrical tape. Okay, and you can see the original design. These this sheet metal here, this stainless steel, its job is to help keep the pin from sliding out either side, but it just pulled right through this pot metal. You know, joy of pot metal. So yeah, let me get mix up the JB Weld. Let me just a spot of each. Dip each tip of this in, stick it in there, maybe work it in a little bit, then let that set. Okay, so went to ye old Tractor Supply, and next to the JP Weld, which says 4 to 6 hours, I had this, which was 5 minutes. So figured go ahead and do this. Now, nice thing about this is first time you get one of these, it comes with a handy dandy mixing tray. The thing about this is, well, I guess I got the cap right here. Close it later. To flow a little easier than the non-hardener. So as a result, we made too much, and it's probably not the right ratio.
Okay, so this actually took quite a bit longer to dry than I'd wanted, and it's still a little bit flexible, but I think we're in a good position to go ahead and proceed with the next step, the final of assembling this. Awkward workbench, as you can see. I knew it was going to be one of those things where once I figured out a way to do it, it wasn't going to be so bad. So, last step in this whole process, this step, okay, final step is going to be changing the switch out.
Okay, it's been a week or so since we fixed up windshield wipers. We haven't installed the switch yet. You know, we're just in time for the dry season around here, which is usually year-round. This last year being a brutal exception to that, or for around here. Anyway, switch is located here, and yeah, and here's the new switch. I hope I bought the correct switch. We will find out. Final seats, you know what I mean? Has a two-prong, or two little notches in it, and if you don't have the socket for it, you can get in there and push on it. They're not very tight. Well, it looks like I did well on selecting it. So the new one in. Run into a little on the bezel. It's got that little flat spot, the D making it a D. And on the switch, insufficient amount of it is machined off, so I need to clean that up. So it's only soft pot metal, so it doesn't take much. But they'd already clearanced it a little bit to tell you where it goes. So a little die grinder action and cold chisel, and that should work. So go and put it on. In lieu of the proper tool, what I did is I took a socket the same diameter, outside diameter, and taped the nut on so I can get it started and probably get it hand snug. Then I can take it off and tighten it up with the screwdriver. And now my windshield wipers are once again functioning properly. Though I don't expect to see any rain anytime soon. But when it does come, I'll be ready. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, have a 15-minute fixed day.